Hey coach, if you're not using the Iverson cut in your offensive sets, you're missing one of the most effective ways to create space, disguise action, and get easy buckets. Let's break down how to teach it, run it, and build off of it. Then why the Iverson? Maybe you want to get the ball to a certain player's hands. Maybe your driving kick is stagnant. You're just driving, dribbling too much. You need some other weapons and tools in your chest to help your team out. So tonight I'm going to show ways to create gaps and downhill attacks for the point guard, and then for your wings, a stretch post, if you will, or a fourth guard. And a lot of the sets are going to kind of generate out of a horns alignment or a double elbow for you, and that's why you should take a look at this. So what is the Iverson cut? Typically, it is a double screen along the elbow area, and the player cuts off of it to receive a pass. It was made famous by Larry Brown and dubbed after Allen Iverson, because Iverson would get denied after he passed the ball, and they do a lot of things and have him come off this action. So we're going to looking at this action here tonight. You can get into it various ways. I've seen it out of a box, seen it out of a 1-4 high, seen it out of 1-4 low. I've seen it out of just transition where they just double screen the corner and they zipper it up to the top of the key area. Not zipper it, I'm sorry. That was about 3 weeks ago's clinic. They Iverson it up. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at here is the main action that a lot of people will do here, and it's the Iverson ISO. So two's going to run off these players, and we are going to hit here. You can do various things here. You could rip drive, you could shoot, do crackback actions. This one right here is just an ISO on the wing. If you don't like running it to a lefty, just flip it. So you would have 3 come over the top, 2 go below, and then it would be a nice little right-hand drive. Now, when I look at these and I put things in series, if that is not open, so say we hit this, that would be our automatic of what to get into. So off of this, it would probably be the rip. And if you couldn't, 5 would come over and set a ball screen. You're going to see these as individual actions, but you're going to see how they can lump. Now, if we hit the 4, we do something else, and that would be the 54 ball screen in the middle of the floor. So if we hit the 2, we're going to rip. If 2 doesn't have the rip drive, we would set a ball screen here, and 4 could get to the dunker spot, 4 could get to here, 1 can get to the slot, so you'd look Euro ball screenish if that's how you want to do it. The other one, that if 2 isn't open, you can hit 4 on the pass, and these would be your automatics. If your point guard's reading the action, I can't hit 2, so I'm now going to look at 4 stepping to the ball, fake handoff, and you go 5-4 middle ball screen, and you're going to see all these actions, and 2 would space accordingly. Okay, so that's kind of how I look at putting these together and trying to teach. You can individually call them as plays, or you could say we're going to run Iverson this year, and if the 2 isn't open, we hit the 4 and we automatically get into it. That's our counter. So hopefully that helps clear things up a little bit on how you would chronologically put this together. Here is another automatic counter or a set that you can run. And what we're going to look at here is the animation here got a little quick on me. So after 2 clears, we're going to hit 4. So if X2 fought over the top of the screen when 2 is coming over this, if they fought over this, they'd get picked here, and you'll see the lobs or the passes for layups. It's a real common action where they curl that last screen right to the basket. So the next one would be a 4 or a 5 dive. So I showed it with the ball screen earlier when I was showing you counters, but this could be your counter as well. We hit the 4, they're running off, nobody's open, and we hit the 4. Well, if we hit the 4, the 5 is going to dive to the dunker spot, and you're going to have a nice little driving action, driving into this triple gap, 2 spotted up in the corner, and it's just really tough action to guard, because anytime you can catch the ball at the elbow area, that's a 1 dribble get to the rim. I normally would just run that out of horns and just throw it right there, but as you can see, if you're running some Iverson action, this can be a counter for you, or maybe you have that 5 that you want to get the ball to at the elbow, and you're more 5-out-ish. We are going to, again, here's the basic action. We're getting the ball on the wing. Maybe they don't have a rip drive. If you don't have a rip drive, you can go right into this ball screen, or it can be a straight call. And now, based upon what you want, you could have the 4 set in this ball screen and putting your 5 in the dunker spot. There's various ways that you could put your personnel here. So this is an open, empty corner, so you can get into pick and pops. based upon your team. They did more of a little exchange here. The point guard went to the wing and they moved the other player up, probably for the tagging reasons. Okay, so here's a pop, and now he's playing off the bad closeout. Drew to drive and kick. Okay, here's a show. So now they're using the Euro ball screen. Advance the ball forward, throw it to the front of the rim. There's nobody in the corner for the tag. Show that again. There's the drive and kick one. How are they guarding the ball screen? He sees the show, move it, throw it. The next one's going to be a spread ball screen in the middle of the floor. Brad Stevens, Boston Celtics days. You have a here, and now you have an exit out the other side. So it's kind of like a floppy action in the middle of the floor off of an Iverson. So you got a double single, and now you got here. And 4 is going to time as he's coming off, and 4 is going to be in this wing slot area to have a high tag. So if the defender goes to 5 on the roll, it's an easy throwback for a 3. If you like this breakdown of the Iverson cut and want to take a deeper dive, including variations, counters, and how to implement it into your offensive system, check out the full clinic we did inside the System Basketball membership at systembasketball.com. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can join and start leveling up your offense today. We'll see you on the next video.